Hello, welcome to Behind the Numbers Budgeting. We're going to go over what actually happened in week 3 of September. For my rollover income, I had 160 as planned. For my income, it was slightly higher, 1,664.26, and it gave me about $14 more in income. Netflix was a little bit higher, 23.25. Eating out was 48.09, and I ended up not buying gas. I'm still budgeting for gas, even though I am remote working now and not using as much gas until I get more familiar with how often I need to buy it. So that came to a 48.09 for my bills and my living expenses. And then these are my sinking funds down here. I started with 5,611 in my sinking funds. I contributed 1,510, ended up being $500 more than budgeted for. I ended up spending 3,099, and I'll show you my sinking funds in just a minute and tell you why that was there. And then so that ended up a balance of 4,022. And this is just kind of how I book my sinking funds, because I want to see the net into my sinking funds. So it was a net negative of 1,589. That brought me over here to my savings. Emergency fund, I didn't end up saving as much. Only 145 went to emergency fund. $100 went to me paying off my mortgage. Sinking funds ended up putting, like it says over here, using 3,099 of those funds, and then I put that as a savings. Just kind of, it goes in, it goes out. Penny challenge ended up being $2.08. Rollover, I had anticipated $200, and then at the end I decided that was going to be zero. I had enough cash for next week. I ended up putting that into my sinking funds. I made no extra debt payments. I did make the extra mortgage payment up there. Extra savings, nope. I just kind of put all my debt and my savings over here. So then, of course, that brings me down to a zero-based budget. And that was how that week went. And if you want to, I'll show you my sinking funds. Let's see if we can zoom you in. There we go. Ended up spending $33 on food, $25 for entertainment, $7 for office and computer supplies, $14 in household items, $41 for the dog, $50 in charitable contributions, and then here you can see that's why it had such a big negative. With my sinking funds, I spent $2,929 on travel, and I ended up increasing my contribution to $595 to kind of offset some of that item I spent on travel. I have not yet taken that trip, so we'll definitely see that go higher. So that ended, started with 5,611. I contributed 1,510. I used 3,099. That leaves me with $4,022. And usually when I have negative sinking funds, I just let those items run, or until week over week, until I have enough to deposit into those funds. So that's all for this week. Thanks for stopping by.